Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. I did a kitchen declutter video which was uploaded yesterday, so I'll link to that below. It's part of a collaboration and there's a whole playlist to check out. But I thought, seeing as my kitchen is clean and tidy, which never happens, I would take the opportunity to do a quick kitchen tour video for you, just so we can all have it remembered that one day my kitchen was tidy. I can't move you around because I don't have a fancy vlogging camera. You're going to stay there, I'm going to wander, and then I'm going to cut footage in so you can see what I'm talking about. So we moved into this house about 2.5 years ago now, and the kitchen was one of the first things we did in sort of the first 6 months or so. And the way that it was before, this was a little galley kitchen, and then they had a knock-through living dining room, one big space. We've kind of reversed that, so we've blocked off the living room, and then we've knocked through the kitchen diner, because this is where we live. When it was a little galley kitchen, there was a hatch to pop through, but it meant that the kids were playing in there, and I'm forever coming to make food or get snacks or get drinks, and it was just a potch. So having one big knock-through room, this is where we spent all of our time. It backs out with some French doors onto the garden. We thought about getting bifold doors when we redid it and got all excited, but really we don't have the room for them, and they're so expensive, so we didn't. The kitchen itself is a Ballerina kitchen, which is a German brand. Price-wise, it's kind of comparable to an IKEA kitchen. It's really well made, really sturdy, and I love it. It comes in loads of different colour combinations. We went for white because we're quite boring people. Over here we have an island, so it has a Minerva worktop with a waterfall edge, so it goes all the way down to the floor, which I'm really glad we did. And then it's got some built-in storage, so we have a drawer for plates and cups and things, and then a hidden drawer within that. Where do you keep your cutlery? In the hidden drawer. It's hidden in there. And then the bottom drawer is pots and pans, and it's all self-close, which I love. Another little cupboard here, which has got mixing bowls and measuring jugs and the like. Just behind you is a little door to a utility room, which I've done a utility room organisation video before. And it's basically a cupboard with a washing machine and a tumble dryer in it, but we call it a utility room because why not? We've got a fridge freezer here. My husband really wanted to get a big American double fridge freezer, but we just don't have the room. So we've got kind of 1.5 size with a drinks maker. When he was banging on about getting one of these, I was like, not really that bothered, but now that we've got it, I love it. The thing that I really wanted was a larder cupboard. Look at that, look how beautiful and organised it is right now. It's not going to stay like that. I wish I was an organised person, but I'd be lying to you. I'm a mess. Things are always a mess. We've got another pull-out cupboard here, which has cereals and things, and then a sort of internal hidden drawer again. Cupboard up here, which has mugs and glasses and things, because my kettle and toaster are here. We've got a range cooker. Not much to say about a cooker really, is there? A cooker's a cooker. One thing that we don't have is a splashback, because we are the type of people that do a big project and we never quite finish anything. We're really bad for that, so we don't have a splashback. It's the one thing that we really need to finish, but we can't quite decide what colour to get. So comment below what colour splashback we should have. Extractor fan above. I'll just bring you over here to have a look here. So this is the coffee machine. It's the Lavazza Modo Mio. I am not that fussed on coffee, it's a little bit strong for me. I actually prefer a good old Nescafe, so I'm a bit of a pleb in that sense. This is the slow cooker that I don't use as much as I should. It doesn't really warrant a place on here, but here it is. This fruit bowl we got from a flea market in Bristol, the Ashton Gate Antiques Fair and Flea Market or something or other it's called, and I just think it's a really pleasing shape. We meant to sand it down and varnish it and stuff, and we've never got around to it in our typical style. I'll just spin you around a little bit here. So we've got this little caddy on the windowsill, which again is from the same flea market. It's just a bit of a retro funky thing. Oh, something just fell off it, that's unpleasant. And it's got all of our washing up stuff in it and hand wash and things. That's a picture of me from a very long time ago, and that's a decanter that doesn't have any whiskey in it. Let's show you the booze cupboard. So this is the alcohol cupboard. We've got lots of glassware and crystal that was left by the previous owners, which is amazing. This, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Ginger Gins, who they do these infused gins. This is the burnt orange one, and they are gorgeous. I don't think I've got any others here, but they do a rhubarb one and an elderflower one, and they're amazing. So this is my Wonder Woman glass. because I'm a Wonder Woman. That is from Truffle Shuffle. That's our booze cupboard, very necessary for every parent. Again, a little space-saving cupboard here, which has these pull-outs. So there are 2 of those, and that's got gadgets and gizmos in it. And then a corner cupboard here, which has Tupperware and vases and things. Under sink cupboard, and then a little one for the food bin and bin bags. We've got kind of butler style, it's a white ceramic sink sunken in. And then this, we didn't get a drain board, we just got the grooves cut directly into the worktop, which I love. Built-in dishwasher there, and a microwave. That's about it for this side. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see a little bit more. Bear with. So I swiveled you slightly so you can see a bit more of the island. We've got the Sonos here for a bit of music. This is where we've got our pull-out drawers. These 3 lights are from IKEA. We get lots of comments about these when people come around. We did the big debate, do we get one big pendant or do we get 3 separate lights? We've gone for 3 separate. One day we might change it, but for now these are just cheap and cheerful IKEA bulbs. I'm gonna swirl you around a little bit more. So you can see a sofa in the far corner there, and then if you come round, there are some units there. These were left by the previous owners. And they were 1950s, really dark wood, so we've just chalk painted them a sage green, put them on legs, which I've painted charcoal grey. This was my husband's family table, so he grew up eating at this table, and now we have it, and I really like that. Right, so I've brought you around to the other view of the kitchen. So this is the sofa that was from Maid. I can't remember how much it was, but they did a little pop-up shop in Bristol, and we went over and saw it. Got a green chair here, which doesn't really go, but what are you going to do? And then our chalk painted units. This one has recipe books and jigsaws in. This one is, you know, pens and notepads and birthday cards and all the kind of stuff that you keep in your kitchen. We've got uplighters spread around, and then we've got LED lights in the ceiling for the rest of the lighting. I'll spin you around a little bit more. There's the dining table. There I am. Woo! In the big mirror. You can kind of see we've got this big pillar in the middle of the room, which was a bit of a pain, but we couldn't get rid of it because it's got the soil pipe in it. It would just have been too expensive. It would have been about another £2,000 to get rid of that pillar, and it's just a pillar, and once it's there you don't really notice. I can't tilt you up this far, but there are 3 skylights. We've got the sloping ceiling here coming down, and there are 3 skylights there, which help let in a load of light. I'll spin you around a little bit more. Just past the island, you can see some more of those green units. They've got games and art supplies and stuff in there. If we come all the way around, we go out to the garden. So that's lovely. We can just have the kids running in and out in the summertime, well now, and we can kind of keep an eye on them while they're out there. I'm going to bring you around a little bit more just so you can see what's on the other side of the island, because this here was initially supposed to be a breakfast bar with stools, but we just didn't get around to doing it, so it's a bit of a kids play area. We've got a toy kitchen here, which my 2-year-old loves. He's forever making me cups of tea, and then a couple of there's a fire station in the garage, and it just means that when kids come around, this is kind of the area they gravitate to while the grown-ups have a cup of tea, and obviously spread every other toy that we own throughout the rest of the place. And that is our kitchen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like, please subscribe to see more, and I will see you very soon. Bye!